Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. Evolution of humans is occurring. There is an evolution occurring. This message keeps coming about because we wish for you to understand the relevance of your time there and the importance of what is happening now. There is indeed an ascension occurring, or what you might refer to as a spiritual and a biological, essentially a biological evolution as well. Okay, and so those are the Arcturians, okay? And so they really are driving this home. So just to shore us up, just to shore you up and give you the benefit of our support. Okay, yeah. Because, it can be difficult as humans in this human world, although we are obviously also beyond human. We are much more than that. However, we are living as humans on this earth amongst many humans who don't know what's going on, and it can become a little muddy, a little difficult. So this is a very important message, okay? And so what they're saying is, and so of course now I'm going to refer to the notes here. Make sure we don't get off track, okay? Now, they're saying there is an evolution of humans occurring, and it is occurring on two fronts, okay? Here's the first front. Souls are coming in with new purpose. So we knew this anyway. This is why we came in, right? But they're saying there's another level to this. So listen to this, okay? Souls are coming in with new purpose and a different map. Now they're talking about now moving forward, okay? Souls are coming in with new purpose and a different map. They are even more evolved. Many are still coming back in from lives of higher levels of frequency, just as we did, okay? Or many of us did, rather than from lower into higher, okay? They're coming in from higher frequency, descending into lower frequency to commence this next stage, okay, of what's going on. And so they're saying this new map determines where humans will go, as they will be more and more born unveiled. So many of you already understand this and are receiving this. Many of us are receiving this. Humans are going to come in, more of them than ever before, unveiled. And here's why. Because the frequency of the planet is raising. Okay, this is one facet of why this is going to be allowed to occur. Not only are they going to come in more unveiled to layers of higher consciousness, but they are also going to be less inhibited and less dampened by lower frequencies, because the frequency of the planet is raising. We are helping to do that. That's our job. This is what we are doing. And so these babies coming in, right, are not going to be as susceptible to being having their senses dampened, weakened, stamped out. Okay. All right. So this is very important. All right. So here is the other front that the evolution is occurring. So that's on one front. So here is the other front. The physiology born from the planet. Okay. So in the DNA, the bones, the genetics passed from the physical body as well. All right. And there is spiritual essence in that as well. Nothing is without spirit, but this is just to give you a better idea from which vantage point they're coming. Okay, which vehicle this particular part of the consciousness is coming through. So coming through the physical body. All right, from that front, that's also already evolving at a faster rate, and it's going to keep doing so. They're saying as the rate of the vibration of the molecules and even smaller components of life force are speeding up, so are the elements of the presentation of life. So in other words, how it looks to us, because I'm quoting them, but I will try to also explain, because when they come through, many of you know, they're very verbose. Okay, it's wordy, it's very wordy. But I also don't want to lose the essence of what they're saying by changing it too much. Open your heart and just know and set the intention that you are going to receive what needs to be received into your etheric field, that it will integrate into your consciousness as needed. Okay, so, and many of you already know that. So if you already know that, just take it in again. You know that. And then if you don't know that, this is perfect, because you can do this not only with information that comes through me, but even your own information. If you're having information come through you and perhaps you're writing it down, or it's even coming out verbally, and then you're like, what the heck does that mean? So you may want to have a recorder handy. Just set the intention that you're going to integrate it into your field, because you do have this power, okay? Your mental processing doesn't have to be caught up yet at all. It's the other way around. So set that intention and then sleep. Sleep. Let your body rest and allow it to do what it's going to do, basically, okay? And you will eventually just begin to understand what's coming on. It's going to be in your body. It's going to be through true communication, not with just the visual of the words and, you know, this linear fashion of charting words together and this is what this means. It's more of imagery and emotion. That's the truth of the meaning of these words. It's more imagery and emotion, okay? So we may get into more of that. Yeah, we're going to get into more of the way that you're going to learn to interpret communication and communicate with each other in a different way as well, okay? All right, so that's coming through as well from the Arcturians. So I don't want to get too far off track, but it was getting wordy, okay? So let's get back to this. So they're saying, as the rate of the vibration of these molecules, and I'm repeating this, I know, and the smaller components as well of life force is what they called it, okay? As that is all speeding up, so are the elements of how it presents itself to us. And so they're saying this not only includes like the progression of life events, right? Like in time, right? It's also going to be biological events. So the way that your body evolves, the way that your body responds to different things, the way that you respond to social things even in your body, chemical changes, things like that, just the way that your body evolves in response to what you desire, okay? But on a collective level is what they're talking about. Humanity's collective will, okay? Human consciousness, collective will, it's gaining in its ability to create right now. This is happening now. And so because that's happening, this biological advancement is going to follow naturally. It's going to more rapidly reflect this collective desire to overcome what is perceived as imbalance, okay? What is perceived as physical instability is how they put it. And so they're saying what's holding up the process is collective consciousness, inability to agree upon what is more important. Now that's right now, okay? This is temporary, what they're talking about. But right now, what makes this rollout, if you will, seem like it's happening slowly, it's because of the inability to agree on whether the heart creation is more important or the mind. So there's still this separation occurring, right? Naturally, hence evolution, right? Hence evolution. That is what's occurring. And so as we're releasing this judgment and we're allowing all of this heart and mind to actually work together, then it's going to be more agreed upon. Heart is going to agree with mind, okay? But right now, much of the collective consciousness, so many humans, okay, are not able to, or not enough humans yet see it as unity consciousness, as this heart and this mind unity is what they're talking about right there, okay? And so again, they're saying this is temporary, okay? Because heart resonance being more powerful, and now I'm completely quoting them, is going to inevitably influence those who misunderstand the connection between body and spirit. So in other words, one is just going to outweigh the other. The power of the frequencies of the heart are just too strong, and they're going to inevitably attract in these other and raise the frequency of the other, not the other way around. It's just stronger. It's much, much stronger, much more, let's say, infectious, to use that word, okay? To use that word in a very positive way. Now, this is important to point out. Since the concept of time is merely relative, Okay. And so sit with that for a moment. Really soak that in, because even if you understand that on a mental level, we still got to get that in our bodies. That's what this is about, okay? So they're saying, since the concept of time is merely relative and moves in all directions, you will be able to perceive more of this progress the more that you allow yourself to believe. Now, this isn't the first time you all have heard this. Most of you have heard this, okay? But this is a very important point to drill in, to say again and again and again, to allow to merge into your consciousness. Because it's going to take some time for the cells in your body to truly understand that your mind is giving them permission to just be it. Same with the physical reality around you. Okay, it's all responding to you, and it's just going to take time for the two to agree. Okay? So this is how it came through. So just sit with that for a moment and see how that resonates in your heart. Realign those words as needed, or rearrange the way that is said, or understand and visualize this in what way it comes to you, and accept the visual that comes to you. Whatever comes to you, accept it as so, and understand that this is what is best going to help you integrate this into your consciousness. Trust what comes through as you are hearing these words. Okay? All right. Because you understand all that's being said already from higher perspective, and in your DNA, it's there and it is being released. The more that you expose yourself to this higher frequency, higher knowledge that you know, the more it's going to be allowed to express itself and be activated to come alive. So trust yourself is what they're saying, okay? And they're also saying it's going to be to your advantage to give up the need to have others around you relate to your experience, because the attention that you give to their perception, so in other words, whatever attention you give, okay, to what they think of your opinion or what you're doing or the world around us, anything really, to be honest, the attention you give to that is going to divert that energy, because your attention is energy. Your focus is energy. It is quantum stream. Think of it like fluid. It's fluid, molecular energy moving all the time. Everything is always in motion and always rapidly moving, and nothing is actually still. And it is all coming from you. So when you are diverting your attention, it's not that it's right or wrong, but it is a little splinter off, right? And it's natural. It is natural. But so then the trick is to divert it to places where you wish to expand. Okay? That's the key. That's the key. It's not that it should never be diverted. It's not that you should never focus anywhere else. All right. So they're saying the attention you give to others' perceptions are going to divert energy, is how they're putting it, out of your stream of focus and weaken your ability to both facilitate and see the benefits of this progress that they're talking about. Okay, which is happening and going to continually happen. All right. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense for you all. I love you so much, beautiful soul family, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Namaste.